What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, Lions fan here. Thanks for clicking on this video. It's a nice day today. I got my windows open. It's low 60s. It got up to 70 degrees today on March. Let's see, I believe it says March 8th. Sorry about that. You'll hear cars going by as this video goes on. But anyway, today, guys, I want to talk about the Detroit Lions and Calvin Johnson's official retirement now from NFL football. For me, as a Lions fan and as an overall NFL fan, I'm a little sad, but yet I'm not surprised, guys, and I'm a little bit disappointed too in how Calvin Johnson decided to come out and say that he was officially retired. I wrote down some notes here on a little piece of paper. It says he made his retirement he made a statement. He didn't go to Allen Park and stand in front of a podium and tell people that he was retiring, which I thought at least you owe the Detroit Lions at least that. Now, I'll get into the Detroit Lions side of it here in a minute, which I'm not happy with how they handled all this either. I kind of wish he would have been there in person to take questions from the media, that sort of thing. As an overall fan and hearing that he did his retirement via a statement and not in front of a camera, kind of like what Peyton Manning did, who I have the utmost respect for. I don't know, it just puts a bad taste in my mouth as a Detroit Lions fan. I mean, you really couldn't have came to Allen Park and done your retirement speech or a little statement. You really didn't even have to come and go in front of a camera and take questions from the media. You could have just done your statement. You could have told me you weren't doing any questions, and you could have went on. I could have at least respected that. But I lost a couple of points with Calvin Johnson not via doing at least not giving the Detroit Lions and I'm sure he may have told them way beforehand, but to not officially have a statement there in Allen Park kind of leaves a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth as a Detroit Lions fan. So, anyway, his career is obviously remarkable. I think he did it for kind of two reasons. Number one is obvious. He had his issues. He had knee, finger, ankle issues all throughout his career. The guy was banged up constantly because of Stafford always throwing the ball high and Calvin Johnson having to jump up and catch the ball all the time, which that's a knock on Stafford, which was my last videos. I'm not real big on the guy. Not big on Stafford anyway. He was a part of that 0-16 team with the Detroit Lions. Sorry, a big car went by here with a trailer. He was with that team with Rod Marinelli. He's been through four coaches. He's been through Rod Marinelli. He's been through who was the next one? Schwartz. He's been through Jim Caldwell. I think there was another one. Maybe there was three. Maybe there was only three. But still, guys, I mean, going through that many coaches in a 9-week span isn't a recipe for winning. And I don't know, guys. The thing that really irks me is, and I'm gonna start going on to the Detroit Lions side, is the Detroit Lions did not put pieces around him either on the defensive side of the ball or on the offensive side of the ball when Mayhew was here, which thank God that man's fired. They never put the correct pieces around him. Now Stafford may be a correct piece, but going on for as far as he's gone, I think he's the long-term solution to the Lions, although I don't think they'll take him to a Super Bowl, which that's a whole nother segment. Bringing in Tate was probably a good idea. Only focusing on the defensive line, bad idea for the Lions. I mean, it was stupid decision after stupid decision, and maybe a good decision, and another stupid decision on top of that. So you took 2 steps back to go 1 step forward, and no pieces to complement Calvin Johnson. Now Tate was a good piece of the puzzle, but now we're never going to know if that piece of the puzzle is ever going to amount to anything. So, and guys, I'll admit I could go on and on about this. It just really, the big part of it is it really irks me that Calvin Johnson did not, at least for the satisfaction of at least the city of Detroit and the Detroit Lions, more or less the Detroit Lions more than anybody. The city of Detroit's kind of another, just a kind of a backdrop to at least give the Detroit Lions that closing chapter. Now, I don't know, guys. I'm irked at both sides. One point, Calvin Johnson not doing his part, at least coming into Allen Park and doing his retirement speech. I know I'm being a broken record here, but that really, really irks me and kind of pisses me off about the man. And the other part is the Detroit Lions, and when Mayhew was here, not doing his due diligence to put the proper pieces around him and only putting the pieces that he thought and the coaches thought were the recipe for success. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm going to get off this little rant video here. I don't know, guys. We're just going to have to wait and see how Detroit Lions plays out. And I'm disappointed that he's, like I said, I'm disappointed that he's not going to be playing anymore, and especially for the Detroit Lions. But at the same time, I kind of wish he probably should have thought things out a little bit better instead of just releasing a statement and saying that he's retired. But anyway, guys, go ahead and do a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think of Calvin Johnson's retirement. I already said my piece. I kind of want to know what you guys think. So anyway, guys, I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.